Hello, everyone, and welcome to our regular Thursday Live with Radiate family. We are so excited today. It's July 4th holiday celebrating the independence of the United States. And today we have an amazing members who will be sharing their experiences and some blessing as well with the Tao Hand healers. And I will start with Porsche, who is an Tao Hand Science Ambassador. She's also Miss Eco China of 2019. She just um, special gift along with her public educations as well. And then we have Dr. Dheeraj, who is a naturopath, and he is also a Tao Hand Global Outreach coordinator. He also is a practitioner as well. Then we have Alex Hastings, who is a Tao Hand practitioner and a holistic healthcare practitioner as well. She is currently living in Costa Rica, so it is so exciting to have the panel here. And then Portia is going to introduce us to our special guest who's going to start this July 4th off with some music.
Thank you so much, Dr. Judy and Yoon and Alex and Dr. Dheeraj and James for being here. And please excuse Magdalena. She had to rest. She's also done pretty soon, so she just needed to rest a little bit. But she definitely wanted to share her love and her blessings, and especially on this very special day. It's July 4th, Independence Day in the United States. But today we wanted to wish all beings an end to suffering and pain, and to really feel the greatest love around the world. So whatever it is and wherever you are in the world, we wish you the greatest love, and might we learn together to connect hands, hearts, and souls all across this beautiful world of ours. And with that note, we wanted to introduce James. James is a member of Radio 1 Band, and he and I co-wrote this song and music. And James is coming from LA, where in Southern California there was this big earthquake shakeup. So it's definitely a magical day in this beautiful world of ours. So I wanted to just introduce James. Maybe he can tell us a little bit about what Radio 1 is doing right now. I know they're working on their second CD. We're so excited. And later we're going to have a Tao Hands concert in August. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But welcome, James. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Portia. So here we go. We're going to start off with the hands, Tao Hands, right?
Absolutely. So why don't you just play it one time through? And then I told James at the end of everything he can do his little guitar solo, because he's extremely talented. He's been in the musical entertainment business and traveled Europe and all over the world, played with some Grammy nominated people, Grammy winners all over the world, and maybe he can share a little bit of that later. But why don't you play it through so people can hear the musical beauty and composition of everything, James?
Okay.
That was beautiful. Did everyone love that? Yes. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Yes.
Yeah, and here's the beautiful thing about this. So I wanted to open up with song and music. Music therapy right now, and Dr. Judy knows very well. She's been posting a lot of articles, how it actually is helping to regenerate people's brains, everything from Alzheimer's to dementia, and everyone has really amazing backgrounds in here from health, and Alex has amazing, and Dheeraj is a naturopath. So everyone can feel. And James has a very special activation, his transmission from Dr. Master Chu, who wrote Tao Science, along with Dr. and Master Sha and Tao Calligraphy. It's all about the specific download or transmission he has is to spread love, peace, harmony all over the world. So we wanted to really have him play music so it could open everyone's heart and soul, you know? So that's awesome. And I just wanted to maybe we could sing a few of the words because it's so beautiful. And because of maybe the latency issue of the video and the music, what we could do is maybe James could really turn on his download, and maybe we could mute his you know video, but then I could at least sing or at least share some of the words, and I can play the recording to it. Would that be okay?
Yeah, I'll turn off my video here.
Yeah, the sound maybe, yeah. And then I'll just do a few words just to make it all the way through, because I think the words are really special. As we know, Dr. Judy even posted an article today on how words can rewire everything, your whole DNA system in your body when you give the highest positive message. So that's really what Tao Science is about in quantum physics. So really quickly, let me just do that. Is that okay? And you will let me know. And so James will continue to play and activate his download so everyone can open their heart and soul even more now and be blessed. But Yoon, is that okay if I do that? Okay, let's do it. So I'll just sing a little bit of this. Okay, so James, we probably want to have your guitar muted, I think. But still play while I sing this just because of the video issue, okay? I'll just do it one time through and then we can start, yeah? Okay.
Okay.
Let's reach across the world. Let's reach across you and I. Connecting hands and hearts and souls like Wi-Fi. Self-empowered to bless the world with healing light. Greatest love so radiant, powerful and bright. Clapped our hands, joining as one. Loved our hands, joining as one. Loved our hands, joining as one. Loved our hands, joining as one. Let's reach across the world. Let's reach across, you and I, connecting hands and hearts and souls like Wi-Fi, self-impart to bless the world with healing light. Greatest love so radiant, powerful and bright. Love our hands, joining as one. Sorry, I forgot one. Love our hands, joining as one. Love our hands, joining as one. Love our hands, joining as one. Almost done. Hope you're doing a dance break right here all around the world. Reach across the world. Let's reach across, you and I. Connecting hands and hearts. So connecting you and I. Now we're done. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for letting me do that. So yeah, it's beautiful.
That was a beautiful lyric too.
Yeah, I thought
Love
it was
it.
beautiful for today because it's July 4th and you know everyone has a different notion of what that means. We were talking about that earlier in the you know, the sound check and everything. And so today, all we're going to share is the highest positive message about down hands and joining across the world from Costa Rica to India to the USA, all the way into everyone's heart and soul. So thank you for letting us do it. Okay, Dr. Judy, you take it away. Go ahead.
That was so beautiful to kick off today. What a great way to bring love and peace and joy in the time of much need, especially like the earthquake in California today. We're just sending love and light to those that are being startled or being impacted. And, you know, I'm so blessed to have all the panel here who are Tao healers who is blessed to give an ability of a healing power to those that are struggling, whether it's financial, whether it's relationship, whether it's health issues. And I know a few of the viewers that are watching are anxious to receive the blessing from all of you, the healer here. So share with us a little bit about Tao Hand to those who are new to watching these shows, what it is and what got each and every one of you to become a Tao Hand healers. We can start with Alex.
Hi. So I guess the way that I would describe Tao hands, the way that it was described to me, it kind of reminds me, like I started with Reiki when I was younger. I'm a Reiki master and I've been using that modality for a long time. And to me, Tao hands just kind of goes deeper than that. It affects your Shen, so more than just your energy, but the energy of your soul as well. And it really is this like this beautiful transmission. And what urged me to become a Tao hands practitioner, there's another Tao hands practitioner. I don't know if any of you know her. Her name is Vanessa Ferraro. She is a very dear friend of mine, and she started off as my Reiki master and then ended up being one of my dearest friends and colleagues and sisters. And she was like, you have to do this work. It's the next level of consciousness. Like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. And I was very resistant to it at first, to be honest. There was a lot of I guess soul karma between me and the practice. I had a lot that I needed to go through before I could fully commit. But ultimately, I just kept going to the Tao centers and experiencing just being in the Tao Chan, just being in the field. And it became very aware to me very quick that it was my soul's journey and I had no choice but to integrate, not only to receive my Tao hands, but also to integrate as much as I could with the organization. So that is what I'm trying to do, even all the way from Central America. So thanks so much for opening space.
So awesome. I know, Dr. Dheeraj, we are so blessed to have you last time to share. You got some amazing stories to share last time about Tao Healing Hand too. what have you noticed? I know that Master Sha came on last week. Also, Alex just mentioned about the Dao Chang and being in that center there. Have you find more and more people becoming more open to the Dao healing hand?
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Judy, for arranging this session again on the wonderful Radiate Up show. And then Porsche was singing that there was a word radiate, and I was thinking, wow, perfect for on being on the Radiate Up show. So after Master Sha came, a lot of new queries are here, and as it was one of the sessions, it was there on the last 2 days ago, it was open to all. And because last week it was for the years especially, and one session which I think was Saturday or something, which was open to all. And after that, so many people got together because Dao Chan, which Master Shah was talking about, like love field, in which when we are able to just be in that field, and we are able to transfer so many blockages. And Dao Hand is again one of the tools by which we are radiating love and transforming our lives. I give an example. Last time I gave 2 examples today. Just a few minutes ago, I used Dao Hands because when I was going to be on the show, my daughter, she's going to be 4, and she came up and she was a little upset because she was sleeping, and I came, and then she said, "No, I have to come back." I said, "Okay." So just she said, "How has for her to be happy and be more patient." And in a few minutes, she was back to bed, and then maybe she was like, "Okay, I'll be there, no problem." And that's like children are so receptive, and each and every one of us we are so receptive for that. That we just have to try. Just we don't know. It just works like this. We're so blessed to have Dr. Hands with us. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share.
Thank you, Dr. Dheeraj. Portia, I know that you are such an advocate for Dao Hands and also divine love. What have you noticed with, with all the events that are happening around the world? How can Dao Hand help during this type of situations?
Oh, that's a great question. And I just wanted to give my love to Alex. She's just this gorgeous, radiant being in Costa Rica. And I love Alex's authenticity. I literally thought we were Facebook friends, and then she friended me, and I was reading all of her posts, and I'm like, man, what a raw, vulnerable individual who's really helping people at that millennial, social media, really honestly, it's the way that we link together. Nowadays it's we connect by phone and by internet and everything. And I think that's what Dao Hands does in conjunction with what Dr. Judy is saying. And then can you imagine, like right now, that's why when Heaven gave us the lyrics, that specific one, connecting hands and hearts and souls like Wi-Fi, that's exactly what we're doing right now from all over the world. This was not the case 30 years ago. We couldn't do this. And so in that respect, what Dr. Dheeraj is saying about how he can just, he talked about like life-threatening conditions last time that he offered Dao Hands. And now he's just simply talking about his daughter to make her happier and healthier. So he could be on the show to give her a blessing that would completely open her heart and soul, so that he could be on this show and she would be okay, And I think really what I love about Dao Hands is that it does really open your heart and soul. And that's why I wanted to start off with music and have James here, because that's what the whole, what it is when there's issues. And if you listen to the love meditations, they're free actually on Facebook right now. And Francisco and David are doing such an exceptional job, and, thousands of views. It's because people are hungry for love. When there's issues in your physical body, in your finances, in just, your daughter not wanting you to leave her side, or huge medical issues. James might share a little bit about how Dahan's blessings and his practices really helped with, healing conditions in his life, from cancer to other ailments, that he's had, and being able to manifest and create this music that's just flowing out of him, literally, with Radio 1 band. He's like, I was trying to keep the songs to nine on the second CD, but it's like 11 and counting. They have enough for the third CD. And so this is the beauty of, what our higher guides, Dr. Judy will talk about that, in heaven, and high level masters like Dr. Master Sha actually give to us, is they give us the whole world. And so part of what Dao Hands does, in conjunction with Dao calligraphy, Dao science, greatest love, everything together really helps to open our heart and soul and actually transmit love in the greatest field. Dao calligraphy, we talk about, is a field, and it's love art. It's a love field. And so if there's like disconnection, so we'll use Dao science language, in any area of your life, it repairs it, it reconnects us, it rejuvenates us, and it actually sends a higher positive message. So the negative message and the lower vibrational messages leave your field, your life, your area of the body, your area of, transformation, and actually open your heart and soul even further. Because when you have love in your heart, if you just think about our world today, especially on this day, I was just taking time on social media today to give my love for the independence, but also to recognize, even where I'm from Hawaii, that there were a lot of atrocities done to our queen and our king, and not everyone is completely happy, and so what we have to do is we have to be aware of it, and we have to release all of the negativity and keep in mind, in consciousness, how we don't want to repeat those lessons, and how we can actually go to a higher positive message. And Dao Hands can help us with that. It can release the negative messages that are affecting our body in certain areas. Like Tesla said, it's all frequency, energy, and vibration. And what we have to do is increase that and uplift ourselves so that we can actually manifest what we want at a higher level of every single thing. Connection with our own selves. It all actually starts with ourselves, and then being able to love ourselves, and then allow that love to flow into others in the whole world. And so, yeah, I could talk all day, all night about this. So I'm going to stop right here, so you can keep continuing. Thank you so much, Dr. Judy.
Yes, and so to our viewers, we have 4 incredible healers here. Do type in your request of what is it that you would like blessing for, and our amazing healer will be honored to send that healing your way. And we would love to hear a little bit from James. How has the Dao Hand helped you through your journey? James?
I'm here. Can you hear me? All right. Dao hands. Well, I kind of been working more with the Dao science part of it. And I know I have to bless the downloads and blessings from Dao science in the Dao hands. So I guess it shows up for us to just make music. It just kind of happens. It just kind of comes down on high. Usually it's right around 3 o'clock. Between 3 o'clock and 3:15 in the morning is when the inspiration hits and wakes me up and says something to me, and then I won't understand it until I wake up, or go through a day or two, and it'll be like, oh, okay. And I'll sit down and start doing stuff, and it'll come to me. One thing I was going to do real quick is, when we were there in Portland on June 1st there, I had just worked out something real quick. Porsche had sent me a song, and she said that Dr. Rulin knew the lyrics to it. So it's like I had to kind of redo it a little bit to fit everything, and it became a really, really interesting song for us. And I was just going to play just a little bit of it so you could actually kind of hear it, and we tried it just a bit earlier, and it seemed like it worked. I'm just going to play you just like a minute something of it. It's not finished, but this kind of is a good demonstration of the Tao hands and Tao science kind of in action. This is take number 4. So I'm going to play this real quick. Hopefully everybody can hear it real well.
James, let me just preface this. This is actually my favorite song that the band put together. We had this, Dr. Judy was at our women's conference. What they sang this with Dr. Master Runlin. Her soul is very connected to the Indian culture, and that's why it's so great Dr. Dheeraj is here and Baba Ji. And this is, you know, a very beautiful hymn, Shiva. So it's glorious, and it means enlightened teacher. James and I just spoke about this yesterday, and this is actually, I'm a United Nations volunteer. This is actually one of the songs that I want to submit to their big concert at the end of the year and take a few people there so we can present this. So this is a really, really lovely, beautiful, inspired tune that just actually came to James and Jim after the women's conference that we had. So thank you. I just wanted to say that.
Okay, the name of the song is Samba Sava. So here we go.
When the world is out of touch and it feels like we're spinning out of control, what you know, losing faith and hope in humanity. Please believe we can change our destiny. Oh Lord, bless us, love us, oh Lord. Oh Lord, love us and make us whole. Search our past to find the answers for today. But all we find are the pages pulled up the page. Is this life a destiny, or can we write our history, oh, and make our way?
There you go.
It's like my favorite song ever. You know, during the women's conference, I told James, well, like right before it, you know, James, right? He's always used to these calls and messages from Porsche, right? Just right before everything starts. And I'm like, James, I got this inspiration. This is one of Master Rinlin's heart songs. You know, can you do something with it? And he's like, oh my gosh. Like, what was it? Like a couple of days before or the day of? But see, they're a Tao band, and this is the difference. Like with Tao hands, it's the flow of heaven. If it was anybody else, I would have to give them 7 days notice, or you know. But with a Tao band, because of their transmission, and like with Tao hands, you flow it from heaven. So it just comes through. All you have to do is say yes. All you have to do is believe and trust that you can actually heal and transform. And he did. And then all this other stuff came afterwards. So it's the oneness, it's the connection of the soul family, you know? And so it's so beautiful. Did you guys not love that song?
Yes, it's beautiful lyrics to it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim wrote that right after. It's so like Bon Jovi-ish, you know, like,
Mm.
yeah, it's like raw, like, you know, and it will touch people's hearts and souls. And that's what I want at the United Nations. I want to join everyone together. So yeah, we have big plans. So anyway, yeah, I could talk all day. So I'm going to mute myself.
That was awesome. Thank you, James. That was beautiful.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I want to come back to Alex, who is now in Costa Rica. How have you used Tao Healing Hand serving the people of Costa Rica, and how open are they to receiving this Tao Healing Hand? And why did you choose to be in Costa Rica?
Well, I choose to be in Costa Rica because it's much more conducive to my lifestyle, connected with the plants and the animals and with myself. As a spiritual coach, I'm holding space for a lot of people most of the day, and it's very important for me to be able to regenerate and restore myself as quickly as possible. So, and I very much, I'm Aboriginal to Canada myself, so I'm very connected with plant medicines, and a lot of my teachers are here and the medicines are here, so I am here. And when it comes to Costa Rica, accepting of Tao hands, I've had some Reiki sessions with Tao hand blessings within them, and they've gone so beautifully. I'm actually which I can't believe I didn't put this in my bio, but I'm also a gratitude ambassador. So I've been honored of having a gratitude calligraphy here in Costa Rica, one that Master Henderson had drawn. And so, yeah, I'm really excited right now. The scroll is being printed, and I have so many people who are just like so excited to do gratitude practices, and you know, people coming to my house and reading my books, and when they see me tracing, like, oh, what is that? I feel so much better watching you do that. So it's been, even just today, actually, I opened the book and explained to him what the calligraphy was, and he held it to his heart. And 5 minutes later, he's like, I feel so much better. I'm like, yeah. So it's been going really well. I just recently got back, so it's been taking me some time to get grounded and build momentum with service, but it's going really well, and everyone is really excited to be integrated with this new modality. And I live in a community that is very welcoming to many spiritual practices, health practices, wellness practices. So a lot of people have said, you know, this kind of seems like the thing we've been missing here. Yeah. So it's very well received, and very blessed, very blessed. So
That's
thank
so
you.
awesome. And congratulations on being a gratitude ambassador. That is so important that everyone understand how essential it is to start your day with gratitude, and to have a calligraphy that actually takes it to
It
the
was
next
always my
notch.
dream. Yeah, it was always my dream to have a calligraphy here. And in my head, I was like, where are you going to get the money to buy calligraphy? I mean, I was like, where are you going to get that? It's going to come, but like, how are you going to figure this out? And then by chance, Master Marilyn and I connected, and she was like, oh my goodness, you're what I've been looking for. This is a blessing. Like, you're a gratitude ambassador. You're going to get a calligraphy, and you're going to go. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, so it just fell into place.
When we serve with our open heart, Source knows, and everything just comes in place in the right time, isn't it?
Yeah, everything has been very divine with the timing. That's why I'm not rushing it. I'm just letting things flow and letting momentum build and doing my practices so that when that group gets going and strong, I'm very grounded with my practices, and you know, able to share and teach and hold space for others, because I also very well understand the purification process. So
Well, thank you for that, and thank you for sharing. I'd like to come to Dr. Dheeraj, because in India, there's many different modalities and many different religions going on as well. How has Dao Hand being received in India. I know Master Sha has also spent a lot of time over there as well, with the different modalities of healings and religions going on. How is that being received in your practice that you notice?
Yes, Dr. Judy, we do have, as you say, different things here, like whether in terms of feelings or as you say, religions. But yes, people are open to our hands because it is not just, it's not anything religious, which Master Shah is bringing to the world. It's a lifestyle. It is a way of transforming our life. It is a way of transforming the negative message to positive message. That is being happier and healthier in every aspect of life. And before coming to this, I'm a Radiate master and a teacher in Tani and past progression and therapies and many different things I've done about yoga therapies. But what unique I found in this, let's say, Tao healing or Tao hands is that it is unique in bringing the transformation is a much more rapid, accelerated way and a very simple way. You do not have to wait for long. Many like it brings transformation, not just as Porsche was and other was sharing that it brings transformation not just for the physical body. We may be having like anyone may be having issues with the physical body and your organ system or part of the body, but it is bringing so much transformation. And in many cases, I found that it's bringing transformation instantly. You don't have to wait for long. But yes, depending on how deep the blockages are, it could take more than months or maybe few sessions, or it can take 2 days. So we have to be patient. We need to have the patience when we are doing this. But yes, I have seen transformation. People can say that miracle. I would say transformation is happening. That is transformation in the message that is from negative to the positive. It is physical, mental, emotional, and even those who are looking for accelerating, who are moving ahead on their spiritual journey. So, being religious when we're talking about here, it means we are assisting and giving a new tool to them to move forward on their spiritual journey. It's very much people are open to it and they are very happy with this. I have experienced every day with something or other. Like I would say that we do not have to wait for one transformation a day, but yes, many, because it is up to us also. When we receive this empowerment to transform our life, to empower our life, to bring more positivity to others, but to ourselves also first. When we found ourselves, many times we forget that okay, we have this empowerment that we can just have to remember the main thing term that we forget at that time when we are in difficulty, when we are having some issue, anything. Just remember this that we are having this light, this love, this empowerment from divine from God, which Master Sha has brought to us, to humanity, that we just have to apply it and use it and see the transformation happen. So yes, every day, every hour, every moment, I will say that we have the ability which has been brought to us by Master Sha in this unique way. That have thou hands, be a thou hands healer, change the world, change yourself, change your family, change it. Not enough. Really, it's not enough. You have to experience yourself as Master Sha shares. If you want to know the beer is sweet, taste it. Until us, we have that. We may not be able to express much, but when person experience on his or herself, then they will say, yes, I also want to receive it. So thank you, Dr. Judy, for this time.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So as for our viewers who are watching, and I know I have spoken with a few of them who would love to receive blessing. There are those who are challenging with some relationship issues and those that are challenged with some health issues and even finances. Would the panel be so honored to give a blessing to our viewers and then have them type in also how they feel and share their experiences, maybe when they're watching, but after watching the video, they go through some life transformations. There's type.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. I mean, I'm just getting some inspiration, Dr. Judy. I love what Alex said and what Dr. Dheeraj said and what James shared. Maybe James could actually play some beautiful background music and we could all do Dalhan's blessing together, Alex, Dheeraj, and I, while James plays. Would that be good? And James could turn on his download as well. Would that be okay?
Sounds like a good plan if the music will go through and not having the glitches, Yo.
Yeah, if we just have it on James, it should be fine.
One more suggestion could be there, like as you're saying that there were some tremors today in LA, and if people are joining in from there, maybe they can receive blessing also for the fear. There could be some fear in them, so that they can calm down and be happy and healthier again. Because of that setback of tremors that can bring to them, be fearful about their health, their safety, and their family safety as a whole. So that's just a suggestion.
Yeah, absolutely. Would love to anyone experiencing fear, and to James and his family who are in LA, you know, our soul family all around the world. We could definitely do that. But yeah, well, does that sound good, you? Could we do that?
Sounds like a good plan.
Okay. But maybe we can do a silent invocation or a short invocation first. Who wants to do that? Alex or Dheeraj, would you like to do that, or?
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, so we'll have, yeah, him do the invocation, a short invocation, and then we'll turn the mic to James, and Alex and I will initiate the Dalhan's blessing as well.
For those who are receiving a blessing, I request to them also that please close your eyes and settle down, breathe in deeply, gently, and be ready to receive this blessing. We are honored to offer the blessing through our hands.
Go ahead, James, you can unmute and play if you want.
This show will be aired later also, so maybe we can one-time bless those who will watch later also for one of the requests. So really appropriate. That's what I'm getting the message.
So you're asking everyone to make a special request who's watching, one-time blessing, Dheeraj? Yes, absolutely. So now that they can focus on that, and then James can play music as we bless. Beautiful.
Blessing as a appropriate stars and it is and
Thank you. That was so beautiful.
Thank you so much, James, and thank you, Dheeraj and Alex. That was lovely. I could never think of a better way to spend July 4th today.
Yeah, I was thinking, those who are new to our show and to what Tao Hand is all about, it's another form of modality, of the healing modality, where energy, frequency, vibrations, and the panels are blessing the viewers, whatever condition that you wish to be, that you're come across and dealing with the challenges, and with their blessing, you're going to see how that will manifest, that your struggle will become much better and easier. If you're struggling with health issues or finance or relationship, you'll find that with this blessing, it actually change your life. I love for Porsche to do a flow, because you have an amazing third eye open. What do you see from that blessing? Because I felt so relaxed from this blessing. So thank you to all the panels.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much, everyone. So basically what I saw is I saw this beautiful like white and golden light come from all areas, like from higher dimensions and heaven, and coming through us as a channel of love and light, and just coming out from actually our whole body, really from the heart and soul, because the heart houses the soul and the mind, you know, and it's located in the message center. And that's why we do this position. This is a hand position to place our love over our heart. And the fingers here connect directly with heaven and with the channel. And it's allowing all that beautiful, positive, highest positive information to come through us, and allowing the beautiful energy to move through to everyone, whatever their challenge is, to release the negative information, because information is the soul or the message, and it's received in the heart when the heart is open. So I could see that people were opening their heart more and more to this love and light, because sometimes when there's issues, like you take the earthquake in Southern California today, Dr. Dheeraj is right, people feel fear. And then, you know, one of the things, and that's why I love that beloved Alex is in Costa Rica, because she can always connect us and be in nature and Mother Nature. And that itself is healing, to honestly be there in that love, you know, and she can send that love to us, and we can connect with her heart and soul, you know, and she can infuse that love into social media, into all the teams and the campaigns that are coming out. You'll see in the next month. And so whatever is going on with your, you know, field, if there's broken, disconnected things, if finances are not as great, as relationships are not as strong, if you're suffering, you have pain in any area, that golden light is coming in, that positive information, the highest positive information, you know, and it's moving out all the negativity, or at least a lot of it, I would say, because sometimes, like Dr. Dheeraj says, it takes more than one time. It depends how much negative information you actually have in your field. And then we can little by little remove that. And if you don't have too much, then what we can do is a lot of the blockages be removed so that you will see the clarity and you will see the transformation in your life with whatever area you chose and whatever your special request was. But I just feel like peace and calm came through this because I could feel my heart opening. Like when I was literally giving the blessing and being that channel, you know, for this light and hearing the music, the tones, what heaven was inspiring me to share was that there are certain chords. Jim and James schooled me on this, like the C chord opens your heart. That's actually what that chord, that musical chord does. There's also chords that create sadness and grief, but these chords that he played, I could tell was just opening our heart and soul and giving us positive information and filling us with more love and light and clearing things out, our blockages. So this day, whatever your belief system is, this day could really be freedom from pain or suffering, you know, whatever level you received it at. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share.
Thank you so much, Portia. That was beautiful. You have an amazing third eye. Thank you for sharing that. You know, to viewers who are new to this type of healing, I'll let Alex explain a little bit more. But like she's explained earlier, at first she was very resistant to the Tao healing hand because of her blockages. And to the viewers who don't really understand how energy blockages work, it's really in the form in our life, it's challenges, obstacles that come across in our life, whether it's financial, whether it's relationship, whether it's health. These are all blockages. These are challenges that we face. And that's because of that negative energy that we are attracting. And I like to get Alex's take on how she overcome that challenges, and how can the viewers, if they would like to have more information, either become a Tao healing hand or to receive the healing. I know we have panels from across the globe here tonight. So, Alex?
Thank you so much. Excuse me. So, for me personally, with my blockages, with the work I do specifically, I focus mostly on the inner child. So I found that, you know, our trauma and our insecurities and our blockages, they travel through generations and through family lineage. And we have the choice. We can continue to feel and react the way that maybe we were taught that maybe wasn't the most healthy or aligned with who we are. Or we can go back and we can pick out these narratives that very much still run the way that we live present day, the way that we interact with others, the way that, you know, our belief system is simply things that we keep telling ourselves. You know, that's really all it is. So if you can go back and reparent yourself and teach yourself how to love unconditionally, how to forgive, how to, you know, how to set a boundary. You know, so many people don't even understand what a boundary is, you know, within themselves, within other people. So for me, it very much, a lot of my blocks came from my parents. My parents have both passed away of cancer pretty young. So for me to come into this healing, you know, I don't want to get it too far into it just because of language. I want to stay, you know, a little bit reserved, but it was very hard for me to accept this form of healing when people were claiming to heal themselves of such things, when it affected my life and my family so catastrophically. It was very, very hard for me to accept that humility and accept it and just trust, you know. And that's the thing, the opposite of fear is trust. And I think that, you know, there comes a point where you just have to throw your hands up and sorry. That's funny to me because Portia and I have been working on some Tao Hands campaigns that are all about putting your Tao hands up. So I love a good pun. But, you know, there comes a point in time when you just need to throw your hands up and be like, okay, like I have to trust in the things that I can't see and touch because that's the most powerful thing. So for me, my blocks are always removed from just nurturing and reparenting and deconditioning to reteach my inner child, you know, how to love the way our beloved master teachers teach us to do.
So how would they find your service or Dr. Dheeraj? I know Dr. Dheeraj is in India. And down healing hand, what's so beautiful about it, you can be remotely receive the healing. So would you kindly explain to the viewers how to access more information?
Yeah, so I share a lot on my Facebook. I use my Facebook mostly as an open page. So you can find me on Facebook. It's Alexandra-Jo Hastings, or on my Instagram, Alexandra Jo Hastings. Yeah, I'm pretty integrated with social media, and yeah, it's kind of, it's super turnkey and easy. You know, we're always connected to each other. You know, which is important to also create boundaries. But yeah, so I'm very accessible via social media. So my name, it's just my name that's posted on this group. So
Wonderful, thank you. Portia, would you like to share your information, how they can receive your service as well?
Yeah, I'm like with Alex, and Alex is our social media coordinator for Dow Hands. We're so blessed to have her on board, honestly, and just the wealth of information and knowledge and wisdom that she has. And you know what I love about her so much? The connectedness that she has. She's like the perfect person for this, and how she can reach across like everything. It's in the song, you know. But like her, I'm on social media a lot. So on Facebook, you can reach me. And what we'll do is we'll post afterwards. I just saw who was on and asked people to share on our Facebook live right now. So Alex, I, and Dheeraj and James will all put our Facebook information there, and also websites. And I will put the www.drshadowhands.com Dowhands link as well, so people can find more about Dowhands practitioners. You know, I think that's really important. And the only thing I know, you talked to Dheeraj and James, and what's beautiful about Dowhands is what Dheeraj was saying. This is the only thing I wanted to share. And what Alex just said when she threw her hands up in the air, that's actually our campaign that we wanted everyone to be a part of. Like, I am empowered, and throw up your hands. Who's ready to share? You know, I am. I know, right? Yeah. So anyway, and everyone can take selfies with their families, with their friends, with their soul groups, by themselves. It's going to be really creative and fun, and everyone can do it. That's what we love about that campaign. And also some brand ambassadors coming through. But what Dheeraj said is so poignant. He said, you just say yes. If you need to heal, you just say yes, that you want to try this. And why it's so great to have James here too. James actually doesn't have Dow hands, but yet he's an amazing, he has these beautiful downloads and all these other gifts and treasures, you know, with the Radio One band. It's actually people like him, and James is going to be one of the people that it's going to receive some of the scholarship from the Radio One concert, the Dow Hands concert we're going to have in August. We're going to actually correlate that with the big Dow Hands event, the 21st to the 23rd. So we're going to put that all as one and create a scholarship fund. It's going to be the Jeff Fleming Memorial Student Scholarship Fund, because Jeff is so all about service and he loved Dr. Master Sha. So there's going to be some type of scholarship available for Dow Hands for people, and they can apply, people that are really serving, you know. And so it's going to be awesome. So people that have Dow Hands, people that want to know more about it, there's going to be a lot of events and information in August to kick it off. So yeah. So yes, maybe you want to talk with Dheeraj and James. Thank you so much, Dr. Judy.
Thank you, Portia. That was wonderful. Dr. Dheeraj from India, how can people reach you and the services beside naturopathic? You do Dow hands, but you combine the two, my understanding.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity to talk in. For Dawkins, I want to share with everyone that in August we are going to have a global event in which people can join from different parts of the world at the same time, which is going to be on 23rd, 24th, and 25th of August, or 24th, 25th of August. And before that, actually we have a very structured training program in which everyone joining Dawkins, they want to be a Dawkins healer or Dawkins practitioner. They are given a training in which they are empowered so that they don't feel that what it is. They are actually taken step by step how they can receive this empowerment, how they can serve themselves and to others also. So there are two levels, level 1, level 2. Both are of 2.5 days. Depending on some places, there are 2 days, 2 days. Like if you can 4 days together or 5 days, and divided into 2.5 and 2.5. So in India also, I'm going to have the level 1 on 10th and 11th of August and 24th and 25th of August. So different parts of the world, they can, yes, as Porsche was saying, that we'll be posting shortly about where they can join us, and they can reach out to us if someone fill out one, they are in India, Delhi, they are most welcome to join me, or otherwise we post a link so that people, they are not left behind from anywhere from the world. They can join and to the nearest master where they are, and they can be a dance practitioner. It's such a joy to share this one because when we are receiving Dao hands, we understand that we need to take the responsibility of what we are, and Dao hands are giving us the possibility of being a creator of our own world, our own reality. So that's huge empowerment. The more we say, the less it is actually, because it's huge. It's really, really huge. We just have to come further, move further, take one step, and you are taking 100 steps further. Thank you so much, Dr. Julie.
Thank you, Dr. Dheeraj. And James, we are so blessed to have you. Would you like to share with us what Radio 1 group is doing? I understand there is a tour this summer. Can you elaborate more about it?
Well, as with all things in the entertainment business, it's always subject to change. But
Tell them about the event in September, James.
right. So right now we are working on the CD. We're working on getting that ready by the middle of August, I think. And then we'll have a CD release party, and then we're working on playing at the World Peace Organization Festival in Germany. I don't know if it's what time in September or if it's going to be in very early October because the soccer team is in the finals. So they're sharing the soccer stadium because I guess they're anticipating quite a few people. So that's kind of what we're up to there. And then
Dr. Judy asked how many people are going to be there.
15,000
15,000 people. Ah! It's going to be fun.
There'll be a few people there. So I just hope they have enough porta potties.
James is so modest.
It's going to be awesome, and that's what it is. It's sharing the love across the world and empowering everybody to take the responsibility that they are empowered and that everyone can be empowered. And as we come together and join as one today, this is July 4th, that we become one and we free everyone from the pain and suffering and go into the greatest love, honestly.
I love that, Portia. That was beautiful. So I know we're coming up to the hour, and I want to thank our amazing panel for your healing and for your wisdom and for your time and your love. And to the viewers, if you are new to this kind of healing modalities, these are just options that you can try and experience and learn more about. And like we said earlier, sometimes when we are blocked with challenges, we don't really see what kind of opportunity or healing that this amazing Tao healing hand have. But do give it a try and experience with it. Please reach out to these amazing panel healers, and they have their website. They have teachers across the world to help you if you're having some life challenges or financial or relationships, any issues that you are struggling with right now, and that doesn't seem to work with your current wisdom right now, and you want to try something new, reach out to the Tao Healing Hands organization. So we appreciate your time for watching us. Until next time from Radiate Up, we love you guys. Have a wonderful 4th of July. Bye, everyone.